All right, so as housing prices remain high all across the country, some states are trying to figure out new ways to make the American dream of home ownership more attainable, even if it means a little downsizing, or in some cases a lot. Idaho revising its zoning rules, for example, to allow the construction of housing on lots, where the lots start at just 1,500 square feet. For reference, the entire lot there, you could see, just about half of the area of a doubles tennis court. So are smaller houses the new frontier of affordable living, or the end of that American dream for many? Joining me now is Zack Giffin. He's the host of Tiny House Revival on YouTube. Once lived in one of these things himself with us tonight. Zack, thanks for being here. So look, the states are starting to take this up. Idaho, for example. What's the thinking here behind this?
You know, it's different everywhere, but it's definitely the places that are experiencing the most crucial housing crisis that are the ones that are opening up. There's zoning, changing building codes to allow for tiny houses. Idaho, my guess is that it's really just about, freedom. People are coming and saying, hey, we're Idaho. We believe in freedom and I should be able to do what I want. And I think that that's another piece of it.
One of the lawmakers there said, a state senator, he said, I was very frustrated that it was called starter home subdivisions because the American dream itself of home ownership, nobody is dreaming of an 800 square foot home. And again, the lots here are 1,500 square feet. And so you see some of it there. So is this expanding on the American dream, or is this a reality for some, maybe they don't get all the way to the end like they thought?
It's definitely not the end of the American dream. What I see it as is just really recognizing that our housing, crisis is kind of caused by having not enough homes, but also not having homes that are actually priced at the point where people can afford. And the only reason that we're really talking about it now is that it's because the middle class can't actually afford a home. And that's what is kind of turning into this national crisis. Yeah. But in terms of the American dream, no, I think the American dream is much more about being able to kind of use hard work and dedication and kind of better your circumstances. And I think what we have now is a housing crisis that traps people.
Yeah, so let me show you prices real quick. This is Idaho over the last, call it 6-7 years, and this is the national average. So national average right now is just shy of 400,000. Idaho, it's almost at around 600,000. So is smaller the answer?
Well, it's definitely a practical way to impact the fundamentals that drive the cost of homes. Okay. I come from carpentry, from construction. And so to me, when politicians talk about making housing cheaper, and all they ever talk about is kind of, financing solutions and then also kind of supply and demand, to me, it feels out of touch. It kind of doesn't feel like they are really aware of kind of how people feel on the ground, which is that we need something to be done about the actual cost of homes. And tiny homes is, building homes smaller is one way to do that.
Politicians and the complaints that they're out of touch. We've heard that before. But with housing, look, we see this all the time, survey after survey. It's one of the things that doesn't get talked about nationally as much, but in every poll, it comes up about the cost of housing. And it's part of the reason why we have you on tonight, Zack Giffin, with us this evening. Zack, thank you so much.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.